of Cooking with Chansie.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Channie.
We're Chansie.
Today is part 1 of our cake ball series.
Out of 10. Not really.
Like part 1 out of 3. And what we're making is just a basic white cake. There are so many options that you can do with cake balls. I've done everything from a white cake, a chocolate cake. I've done cream cheese frosting. I have even put pumpkin bread instead of using real cake, I've used pumpkin bread instead, and they were yummy as well. So the possibilities
Don't
are
use
endless.
store-bought in a box. Don't get it out of a box.
You can, okay.
Or you can.
You can follow, you can skip right to, part 3 of the cake balls, and that's the actual doing the cake balls, and you can use a store-bought cake mix, and you can use a jar of frosting, but I guarantee you that if you ever have had one of these cake balls made this way, it will not taste the same if you use store-bought.
That's right.
So this way is way better. You'll get major props. People will think you were a baking guru. Goddess, God, You'll be the king and the queen of your office when you bring these to work. I guarantee it. So without further ado, let's make a cake.
Let's make a cake.
All right, to make this cake, you will need 2 cups of flour, 1 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, a half a teaspoon of baking soda.
Not powder.
Not powder, that is soda. Powder's over there. 1/8 teaspoon of salt, so it's like a pinch of salt. Half a cup of butter, which is 1 whole stick. You also need 4 egg whites, a teaspoon of baking powder, this one's actually powder, a teaspoon of vanilla, and you need 1 1/3 cups of buttermilk. Now a good option for buttermilk, instead of buying a half a gallon of buttermilk and then only using a cup out of it, is to buy this powdered buttermilk. You can get it in the baking aisle. And if you decide to use this, you're gonna need 5 tablespoons of the powdered milk substitute and then 1 1/3 cups of cold water. This cake, what you wanna do is you first wanna cream your butter in your mixing bowl.
And what that means is...
Put it in there and kind of make it soft.
Okay, alright.
Now it's very important to remember that you want your butter and your eggs to sit out at room temperature for a half hour before you start, because A, it'll be easier to mix, and B, your eggs will separate from their yolks better. Slowly start adding your sugar into your butter.
Sugar butter. Have you ever had that on toast? Just raw, not even toast, just on bread?
Cinnamon sugar.
No, just butter and sugar on bread. That's a poor man's feast right there. I used to eat that all the time. It's delicious. Probably give me diabetes, so but still. It's delicious, see?
Then what you want to do is you want to add your egg whites to your...
These things.
Those thingies to
These
to your sugar butter.
Oh. Well, I was just showing them. I wasn't going to pour it in the flour. I was just showing them.
While this is going, you should be preheating your oven to 350 degrees. You also want to grease a cake pan. You can use 2 rounds, either 8 or 9 inch rounds. You can use 2 8 or 9 inch square pans, or you can use a 9 by 13, which is what we're gonna do. Next, you're gonna add in your vanilla to your sugar.
Ooh, I want to do it.
Sugar butter mixture.
Whee! Vanilla, it's so good.
What you want to do is you want to alternate between your liquid, in this case we're using the water because we use the buttermilk substitute, and your flour mixture. Scrape the sides one more time and then give it another good stir. Make sure you get all the butter off the bottom. I oftentimes forget that little dip right there in the center.
When you dip, I dip, we dip. You know, I saw that on a sauce thing. It's on the thing for Burger King. I got some chicken fries and it says, when I dip, you dip. Or you dip, we dip, or something like that. I was like, yeah, we don't have anything cool like that.
All right, so you want to make sure that your pan is nice and greased. Again, I really like the Baker's Joy with the butter and the flour already in it. Works wonderfully.
Fancy.
Fancy, fancy. Actually,
your left-handedness.
It costs less than $2 a can, okay? Fancy, fancy. It costs the same as Pam.
Don't slip this time on your spray on the floor.
But
last time you about busted your butt.
Yeah. And then watch me fight with my mixer.
How are you gonna fight with it?
Well, because the bowl is attached.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How do you even get it out of there?
Hold that.
If it's
Hold
attached,
that. Watch this.
how does it get unattached?
You have to.
Oh my god, what do you have to do with it? Is it meant to come out?
Yes.
Why does it do that?
I don't know.
Channie, what's wrong with your mixer? We're filming right now. What are you doing?
Because normally I stand on this side here and I do it like that. See?
Oh my goodness.
See, it's got a button.
What is it? Where's the latch for the button then?
There's a button and a latch, see? And you have to kind of pop the button out of the latch.
That makes no sense.
I know.
The button releases the
Okay.
latch, not the button is the latch.
Okay.
Anyways. Alright.
So you have this beautiful cake.
Sidetracked.
Sidetracked, yes. We got to talk about
Cake?
pasteurized eggs. Okay, so the 9x13 pan goes in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Sorry, consulting our notes. Your 9-inch pans go for 20 to 25 minutes, and your 8-inch pans go for 25 to 30 minutes.